Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my beautiful YouTube channel. My name is Katerina, I'm a professional makeup artist and here we talk about beauty and makeup. I was thinking what I can do for you, what else I can provide, what value on this channel based on my clients' problems. I want to create video series where I talk about different makeup issues, something what bothers you in your everyday makeup. And today's video is going to be about patchy eyeshadow. It's very bothering, patchy eyeshadow, or when your eyeshadow doesn't look the way you expect it to look. You just kind of give up of doing eye makeup in general, and I really don't want you to, because there is a couple things you can tweak or change and your eye makeup gonna look absolutely different. So I'm here to serve you, to help you, and let's go. I will show you why probably your eye makeup doesn't look good. And a very first common mistake, you probably heard about this million times, maybe you did not, but what I see a lot is when people skip the step of priming eyes and they just start doing eyeshadows or any type of eye makeup right on the empty lid, and it usually looks like that. Let me just show you so you understand what I'm talking about. I'm trying to create like a darker eyeshadow corner, like for the evening makeup. And here in this little step, there is two mistakes and issues we have. So the first one is I'm applying it on the empty lid, and you see it's kind of patchy. And the second mistake is the wrong brush I chosen. That's why it's going to look kind of weird. So I'm going to fix that and show you what is the better way. Actually gonna use micellar water on both of my eyes, because what I want to do before applying any type of makeup, I want to get rid of any dirt, dust, any oil. So it's very crucial, important before I start even prepping my eyes with primer or concealer. I need to get rid of oils. So my eyelids not super crazy oily, and that's why I usually okay with prepping with concealer. But if you know that your eyelids are super oily, you better use concealer just on this area, like so you can kind of, get rid of any discoloration, but skip this step of using concealer on actual eyelids. So this is in the case your lids are super oily, and instead you can use primers. They doing a good job with eyeshadow primer. And for example, this is one of a good ones, Smashbox Photo Finish Shadow Primer. They have the same one for the face, and it does a job. It evens everything up, and eyeshadow sticks and blends really nicely. Second very important part and step you need to know when you're doing your eye makeup is your brushes. Sometimes people using wrong brushes for their eye makeup. I do not even talk about those brushes. You see, I get rid of all of them the one is coming with your eyeshadow, those little applicator, they absolutely useless. Please, 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 please never use these applicators to apply your eyeshadow, because it's not gonna be good. It's not blending like a proper eyeshadow brush will, and you know, just get rid of it. You don't need those applicators. You don't need to buy them separately. All you need is a good proper brush for the particular step of your eyeshadow application, and you will be golden. So I have a few brushes here, and I will show you how different brush can do a good job or a bad job for your eyeshadow application. For example, you want to apply like regular eyeshadow. Let's have an example of this Yves Saint Laurent eyeshadows. You applying just a regular powder eyeshadow. What you don't want to do, take something like this, because this is a synthetic brush. First of all, it's not gonna be good for powder eyeshadow blending. Second of all, you see the shape of this brush, so you can't apply anything on your eyelid. This brush is for blending a creamy eyeshadow, for example, or any type of creamy products. Eyeshadow, eyeliners, if you want a smudge eyeliner, you use something like that. So it's not gonna be good on your eyelid. It's gonna create this dirt and patchiness. So I don't know, sometimes people just don't know what brush to use on eyeshadow, and they might use something like that. So please don't use if you just want to apply eyeshadow, powder eyeshadow on your eyelid. You definitely do not apply powder eyeshadow with something like that. Not gonna happen. There is a brush for applying eyeliner, so it's not gonna work. The next brush, you can apply eyeshadow, but you can't blend. So this is kind of very flat brush, and yes, you can apply, and it's very comfortable to apply with something like that in this area, in an inner corner. Sometimes if I need a lighter shade, and I just apply, no problem. But you can't blend because it's flat. So for the blending, it's not good. You can't apply or blend powder eyeshadow with something like this, because it's fluffy, it might work, but it's synthetic, and the product is simply gonna slip away from the hair. We have those 3 brushes left. I would recommend you to use your powder eyeshadow. The bigger one, this big fluffy, this is the best kind of brush for applying and blending your eyeshadow. And I'm using a big one for my all transition colors, for the lighters, so when I need to make the shape of my eye. This is a smaller, it's the same kind of hair, but it's a smaller brush, and I work with this brush in this area. When I need to like create a depth and add maybe a little bit of darker color, when I create the shape, like deep, make a deeper eyeshadows in my eye makeup shape. So I'm using something like that, because you see it's comfortable to kind of work in this area. And the last one, same kind of hair, but you see it's very tiny one. This one is when you need to go even more detailed, even more deep, like when you add like a darker color. So you can't use with the super dark colors. You can't use something like this because it's gonna be a mess. You will create a panda eyes. You need to be like a very step by step. If you're creating this like a smoky eye, the bigger brush, the lighter color you need for your eyeshadow. The smaller brush is the darker color you will need for eyeshadow, because it's just easier to control eyeshadow and you're not gonna mess with your eyeshadows in this case. So yeah, this is 3 brushes you kinda can use for the powder eyeshadow. And I will start with, you know, the light eyeshadow, and I will just apply all over my eyelid, just to demonstrate you how it works. The next I will take the medium shade and I will apply this shade in my corner. When you also do layer after layer, it also prevents your eye makeup from patchiness. While I'm applying this eyeshadow, I want to pay your attention on another part, what actually can prevent your eye makeup from patchiness is the way you actually apply eyeshadow. So if we're talking about a powder eyeshadow, make sure you tapping. You are not like using this movement, so you not pick up and smudge like layers, all right? When you tapping, you kind of like build layer after layer. And now I'm going to use like a darkest eyeshadow very close to my lash line. I can use like this medium brush, and I kind of tap in as well and blending it down, so there is no like pieces of eyeshadow on the top of your eyelid. So this is how I create a very simple smoky eye. Again, I'm tapping, and if I need, I clean up with a clean fluffy brush. And in this case, your eyeshadow just gonna stay at the same place because you tapped, you pressed, you don't move any product, so anything underneath already like got fixed, your concealer fixed, so everything is concrete. Finished the rest of my makeup, and I hope you enjoyed this little video and you found something very useful for your makeup routine. Please leave in the comments below if you enjoyed it, if there is something game-changing, maybe something you never heard before. I really want to help and to support and to inspire you to do makeup. But remember, no matter how beautiful your makeup is, you will never look pretty with ugly attitude. Bye.